Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul, EastXTwitch, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight I'm joined on mic by Tyler.
Hey guys.
And his ally, Galadrius.
I'm no one's anus ally.
That's a... And we are happy to be playing 20XX. This game is available on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and Steam. We are playing the Steam version because it's the only one I own, and they gave us a couple of codes. So we're going to give them out, because the sequel, 30XX, launches from early access to full launch next week. So 30XX is coming out on Steam and Switch, and we assume it will get ported to other platforms later. Because this game, 20XX, did not come out on everything at once, did it, Tyler?
No.
So it's going to be a repeat of that. Anyway, you might notice, after looking at the game for mere seconds, that it is a sort of a clone of Mega Man X.
Definitely looks a lot like The Legend of Zelda.
Ouch. Okay. Wait, it says... Oh, I see. You have to... Ah! Fell into the lava again. Okay, it's going to take me a little while to get acclimated. But basically, the developer... There's one main developer, you know, behind Batterystaple Games. And he felt that Capcom wasn't doing enough with Mega Man. Like, when's the last time Capcom made a Mega Man X game, Tyler? Hundreds of years ago.
1998.
They did make
Something
Mega
like
Man 11, but that was a while ago.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
not
that
a
was a
game
while.
either.
So,
Remember that Mega Man Classic game that they were going to put out and then they canceled, and it was like a Mario Builder style game?
Yeah,
Even
Mega Man
before Mario
Universe.
Builder. Yeah.
It was a
That one
little...
would've been cool.
It would have been. It was a little ugly from what they showed, but I was still looking forward to it. And they could have improved the visual style before finishing it, but nope, just canceled.
Icky doesn't remember if he has this either. See, it's a hard game to remember if you own or not.
Yeah, Icky, see if you have it, and if you do, you can play along with me. Which I'm sure you'll love doing while also running the contest.
By the way, everybody say hi to Brandy. She's here somewhere too.
Oh yeah, Brandy, sorry.
I have
Having to-
introduce
I'm
your
used
wife.
to it.
Aw.
I'm
Yes.
used to it.
Brandy is back. She was out of town last week, but she is here this week. Yeah, she's here dogging on Cobra Kai for some reason.
Not dogging, as I said, I like it. I just don't want to watch 9 hours of it.
I mean, I want to
My
watch 12
limited
hours of it,
time
so...
I have before I go back to school.
Is this your way of getting back at me for not playing Diablo yesterday?
No.
I see. +1 attack strength. So what do you think of the visuals so far, guys?
I like it.
It's a fun looking game. It looks like Mega Man with a little bit of open world-ish sort of design. I mean, it's definitely more open than, you know, other Mega Man games because it looks like it's scaled back a bit.
Well, this is only the tutorial, so we'll have to see how the regular levels look after that. But you might also... we haven't really talked about this yet, but it's a roguelike. There we go, got him.
So if you die, you lose your pride.
Yep. If you die, you're dead for good. You die in real life too, actually. That's how much of a roguelike this is.
No!
Ever see the movie Stay Alive? Just like that.
There you
No,
go.
you promise forever. Forever's forever. Can't back out now.
I guess you're right.
Well, I'm glad we're playing this game because there's a lot we need to talk about this week. This week has been a pretty good one for games and for shows.
Like, what kind of shows?
Twisted Metal debuted this week.
Oh, yeah, man, I really wanted to check it out before the stream. Maybe we can get Tyler to watch it next week, or maybe he'll just say he'll watch it and then not watch
Yeah,
it.
he'll say he'll watch it. He'll watch like 10 minutes. Be like, well, it's like the games, so if you like those, then
I heard it's funny.
it
Oh, no,
is.
that-
It's actually hilarious.
The trailer, the newest trailer is really good, so I was like,
Yeah.
wow, the show's probably going to be good.
Well, it has the two guys that worked on the Deadpool movies as well as the Zombieland scripts, so they know their humor. And they actually, what's really cool, along with the humor, they actually threw in a lot of stuff from the games, which I think is really, you know, you'll have some characters from the games you'll recognize, and it's really cool. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
I might recognize the characters if there had been a Twisted Metal game in the last 20 years or so.
Just look up the ones. Just look at the first two and Twisted Metal Black. You'll be fine.
Yeah, they're Sweet Tooth. We all can recognize Sweet Tooth. Beyond that, they might as well all be original characters, because I wouldn't know. Would you, Tyler?
Sweet.
No, yeah, I don't know any Twisted Metal characters.
Yeah, well, yeah,
So we'll
Sweet
plan
Tooth.
on
They got two actors to play Sweet Tooth. They got Will
Oh,
Arnett
yeah.
does the voice, and then like this wrestler Samoa Joe, he plays the character. So they doubled up on him, but they did a really good job. I mean, he sounds like him, and he's a psychotic, so perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it should be Will Arnett in the suit, but
Will Arnett's not that jacked. Sweet Tooth is a maniacal, homicidal big man. So Samoa Joe's got the perfect frame for it.
well then
Will
I
Arnett's
guess
this little guy.
well then he should be working out.
Are
Well,
we talking about Sweet Tooth?
Yeah, the psychotic ice cream truck driver.
She's thinking of the Netflix show Sweet Tooth based
I
on
know,
a
No,
comic.
no,
like,
no,
sitting
no,
there
no.
Going, I'm so confused.
Whoa.
There's nobody. Well, I already have Slain. That's why I didn't enter Icky.
We still haven't watched season 2 of Sweet Tooth
No,
because they took too many years to make the second. That's the thing. If a show takes too long to make a new season, then I lose some of my interest in it. Also, I read the whole comic, and the comic is so overly depressing that it reduces my enthusiasm in the whole franchise. But
I get that. I mean, I just haven't gotten to the third season of The Witcher. I heard it was terrible.
yeah, we haven't. Well, we didn't get to the second season, and they didn't really take too long on that. But
Yeah.
I got a soul chip. Spend
Yeah,
these
but-
at HQ after you're dead.
But Twisted Metal's a lot of fun. I think it's well cast. I think it's hilarious. I think it's a good action, and it actually didn't hold back on the show budget, which was really nice because there's cars that blow up pretty nicely in it. So overall, yeah. I mean, if you're a fan of the series or you just need something goofy to watch this summer, it's actually really well done.
If you're a fan of the series in your childhood, you mean?
Well, I mean, the games they're not incredibly old.
They're pretty old.
Twisted Metal Black is like a few years. Calm down.
Wasn't part 1 a
Like a
PS1
couple
game?
decades.
Yeah, it was a PS1 game.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, I'm glad they made a show at all, but it's just weird timing. Like there should be a game that it's pairing with.
Yeah,
We got a
agree.
cat being bad on the staircase. I hope you guys can't hear that too much. I need anything new this week except for a book, but it's not downstairs. I don't know where to go. How do I get over that?
I think you got to go down.
But that's where I came from.
I think you got to do an air dash. You got to jump on that one, and then you got to just.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's confusing. Oh, you're right. There is a downward pathway. My bad.
I told
Huh.
you.
All right. We'll miss you, Tyler. So I'm glad you watched it to remind us about the show, because
Yeah, because
certainly
it's
I
fun.
do want to watch it.
I thought it was going to be like another one of those shows that didn't really take care of its talent, but they actually did a great job of it. So I don't mind it at all. But we need a Sly Cooper series. I'm tired of this. We need a Sly Cooper animated series.
I can spend 2 things for 1 HP, but my HP is full, so I mean, if it increased my HP, then oh, Icky. Why does he always want to go to the bathroom right when the stream starts? Shatterbreak, Icy Avenger. Okay, first actual boss that isn't a tutorial boss. You got any personal history with the Mega Man games?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I like the Mega Man games. They're really well done, and they're a lot of fun to play. I think my favorites, though, came from the NES era. I like 2 and I like 4. Those are really good.
Those are both great, yeah.
And you can get them on the Mega Man Collection. I believe you can get Legacy Collection on Steam and consoles for a pretty good price these days.
That is true. In fact, on Xbox, Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 is on sale for $6 right now.
That's not bad. That's $1 a game, kids.
Not bad at all. And Mega Man X Legacy Collection, the first one. Is there more than one of X? I think there's 2.
Oh, yeah, there's 2.
Yeah, so the first one is on sale for $8, which is still a very good price.
Yeah, you get like 4 games for $8. Yeah, its way it works is X1 through X4 on the first collection, and X5 through X8 is on the second collection.
Do I want nuts, or... I can't remember which thing powers deals slightly more damage.
Yeah, you want
Yay, thank you, Tech Guy. I guess I want the powers to deal more damage, I guess. So this is a roguelike, so the things you can get are somewhat randomized, and the level order may be randomized, I'm not really sure. Soul chips. Those are the currency that you can spend between runs to get permanent upgrades, which is nice. You can even save and quit. You don't have to keep on going. But I want to keep on going. We've got a choice of 3 levels to play. Any preference?
The one with the bat might be fun.
Okay. Eternal Star, Sky Temple. Yo, Chicago, we're glad you made it. And Tech Guy says happy anniversary, 4-month streak. Tech Guy, we're so glad to have you back. You never explained why you were gone for 2 months or something, but I'm glad you're alive and well.
Worried about you.
Yeah, I was genuinely worried about you. However, after we had Matt freak out for looking into him when he disappeared that one time, I don't try that hard anymore to look for people. But what is that item? Crap! I just fell and died. Oh, it didn't kill me. Good. Whew. Okay, the dashing is weird. You can't start dashing in. You have to dash first. Okay, soul chips. Yes, I needed the soul chips. That's important. So good that I did. You can do down and jump to fall through the platform. Well, of course. It must have been something embarrassing, or else he'd explain where he was, right? Alright. Well. We don't want to tease anyone about going into rehab, do we, Galadrius?
No. Nice.
Yeah, the important thing is he's well now.
He defends the galaxy. Don't screw with him.
No. Galadrius defends the galaxy, but we're talking about Tech Guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you misunderstood my train of thought, but it's
No,
okay.
I didn't. Just did it. Okay.
Alright. So, Galadrius, you been playing anything this week?
Well, I played a couple of games this week. I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, thank you for subscribing.
Yeah, well, I don't have anything else to do with it, you know, and maybe one day I'll get paid back. You never know. So, of course, we should talk about Double Dragon Gaiden, which has dropped this week. Killer your new art style, but it also has a ton of unlockable characters, multiple stages, different moves that you can unlock. It is jam-packed beat-em-up for fans of the series and newcomers alike. So, I mean, you
agree
played
with
some
that.
of it too, didn't you, Paul?
Oh, yes, I beat it. I played through it with Brandy, as a matter of fact.
And you unlocked a whole bunch of nice characters, I'll bet.
Yeah, I've unlocked like 3 so far. I need to play it more, but...
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Tyler, welcome back.
back.
We're just talking about Double Dragon Guide. Crap. Okay, I didn't.
Oh yeah, I got so much to add about that.
You got
Yeah,
mad
see,
about
Tyler, I
it?
might have tried to get you a PlayStation copy, but unfortunately, I feel that you wouldn't appreciate it that much.
What is
so.
it? Double Dragon what?
Gaiden.
Gaiden.
Oh,
It's not,
is it
the
a
new
it's
beat 'em
Double
not
up?
Dragon
related.
game.
It's not
Yes.
related to Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, I would not have.
Ah,
Like, I mean, I would have played it a little bit, but yeah, I would not have. You know, it's not my type of thing.
Right.
I also haven't
God,
played
oh my
Ninja Gaiden, but I'd probably be more interested in that.
oh my gosh, crap.
That's a
This-
tough
this-
jump.
Oh, you
Yes.
missed it.
I'm going to
Oh,
go back and
no.
try again. Do you see the layers of parallax in the background, by the way? Like, the
well
characters are faux Japanese artwork, so I don't quite like their faces because they're faux Japanese. They don't quite look authentic. But everything else artistically is very good.
Looks nice.
It
There's
is
too
a
much
great
blue
game.
right now.
Yeah, but it's just this particular environment.
Yeah, the background could have been like any other color.
Okay, see, here's the problem. You can't see them coming in advance.
Yeah, are you sure this is where you're supposed to
Can?
go?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
it
can.
is. It's
you
a
see them
tough...
crossing over. See, they cross over, then they go up, and then they come back down.
So I need this to go up at the right time so I can actually...
You need
Yeah, because they're not even.
Yeah, they're coming. And now you
God!
gotta go.
Oh, I did it! Yeah, that was hard.
But you see what I mean?
Let's see where it
They go
leads to.
Up and around.
There's a box with stuff in it. Oh, I missed... Jono, I'm sorry. Thank you for resubscribing. Jono, our very first subscriber who has never stopped all the way since. Yay, Max Health Plus 1. That was worth going after.
And he's at 64 months. So,
Yeah,
representative
incredible.
of Paul's favorite console of all time, the Nintendo 64.
Oh, yeah, especially the best controller ever invented,
Oh, yeah,
obviously.
great controller. Huge selection of games.
Yep, the best system for JRPGs.
Huge.
Alright, which way are we?
Wait a minute, oh, you just left. Okay, I was like, you're gonna go back up there again.
Yeah, now I gotta find my way back down, which is a slight ordeal, but there we go, we made it. Yeah, Jono likes holding it with all 3 of his hands, he says. That's perfect.
So, Double Dragon Gaiden.
Yeah,
recommend it?
yeah. Okay,
I mean,
tell us.
Tyler hasn't played it, but apparently.
Yeah, I am going to say it is. So far, it's the best beat 'em up of the year for me. You know, very good. River City Girls 2 came out last year, right? Not this year.
Yeah,
it
last
came out
year.
at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Although it wasn't really done when they released it, which is a shame. But all right, so the idea behind Gaiden, I guess I should introduce that. You jerk. Is it's a retelling of the first game, but it incorporates elements from 2, 3, and 4 into it.
Yep.
And
Oh, and you know the news that the Double Dragon Collection got announced same week, right?
yes, and I haven't gotten to write a story about that, which I'm regretful about, but I will hopefully tomorrow.
You should.
So
But essentially, it's like the first 4 Double Dragon games, along with Super Double Dragon and Double Dragon Advance.
oh yeah, why am I saying the first 4 when it's also Super Double Dragon? My bad. Is there anything specifically from Advance? I'm not sure that there is.
Advance is like
let's
its own separate game, as far as I know. I haven't played it.
Advance is also a remake of the first game, but with
is it?
extra stuff added. Yeah,
okay.
it's very good. Like it's the best version of the first game. But
All right.
anyway, one reason that Double Dragon is important, one reason we make a big deal about it, is that Arcade Double Dragon was the very first co-op beat 'em up, and that hugely influenced the genre. Like, it's almost unthinkable to make a beat 'em up without co-op now. Sometimes a developer does, but it's dumb to do it because people expect co-op,
Yeah. But they also threw in the element of what happens at the end. I won't spoil it, but it's fun.
Yeah, there's 2 different endings in this one, which is nice. Sometimes older. This one is mostly inspired. It's most inspired by the NES Double Dragons, which, if anybody read our developer interview, you would understand why, because those are the games that the basically one-man developer grew up with. Ah, crap. Anyway, difficult jumps. But the NES games had longer levels and with lots of different sections and things like that. And they were just more interesting levels than you got in the arcade games, although the first 2 arcade games still had pretty good levels. So anyway, this one has really good levels, all kinds of, there's branching pathways and man, that jump, I don't like it. Anyway, did you enjoy that aspect of the game?
I did. I think they definitely nailed down the design of that. Who did it? Secret Base?
Yes, Singapore developer has made a few other games that people don't really like. This is their
Yeah.
first game that I think qualifies as a fully good game.
Yeah, I think they trusted them to make Arc System Works trusted them to make a really good game like this, and they did a good job. Also, I know you just checked it out, but they also have a Ghostbusters prototype that's making the rounds.
Yeah, I think they're only mock-ups. I don't know if they made a playable prototype or not, but I shared the story in our Discord.
It'd be great to see them get a shot at that. But
Yeah, because it's sort of it looks like a sequel to the Genesis Ghostbusters or something, because there was a Genesis Ghostbusters with pixel art and such that was pretty good looking. Although I never have played it, so I don't know if it was fun or not. I'm not doing a good job of charging up my shots in this, because you can charge your shots, being that there's 2 playable characters in this game. This is highly based on Mega Man X, so you have an X-style character and a Zero-style character. And Zero is the melee character in the Mega Man X series.
Right.
But I don't want to be the melee guy. Period.
And then let's see. Are we done talking about Double Dragon? Because there's one more game.
Well, did you have anything else you wanted to say about it? It's $25. Some people are acting like that's a lot. But I would say for the scale of game and the replay value they've given it, it is a fair price. But of course, I do love me some Double Dragon.
Yeah, and there's different playable characters and styles to master. I mean, the Marion's actually a playable character in this one, and
that's Brandy's favorite character.
Because she shoots everything.
Yeah, exactly. She's good for beginners because she has ranged attacks, entirely ranged attacks. So that's neat. Very safe laboratory. Let's go there. Yeah, the only bad thing is we didn't have any other characters unlocked when we played. So for her alternate characters, because it's a tag team game, you have to pick 2.
Yep.
And so she had to play as Uncle Maten for her second character. I should have taken Uncle Maten because he's more of an advanced character. But I hear that Linda is fun to play too. So too bad we didn't have her unlocked.
With her whip, right?
Uh-oh. What do you think about this item, Tyler? Yes.
Bosses gain 58.
Yeah, get it. Go for it.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, the thing is, you get an extra chest. However, it gets 50% harder, kind of. At least boss-wise. Yeah, no, I mean, that is a good reward, but I'm dividing my attention among multiple things, so it might be too hard for me. Is that the Emperor, Tech Guy says? Who do you think looked like the Emperor?
Are you like mixing iced tea or something?
I'm pouring a beverage into my cup that I got from
Oh, I
Chili's
see.
long ago. My souvenir cup from Chili's. That you get automatically when you buy a drink.
I'll see. All right.
Did you know that?
No, I do now.
Do they have Chili's in Utah, Tyler?
A couple still here, but not many.
How close to where you live?
Pretty close.
Well, that's good. So you've been there in the last couple of years?
Yeah. Yeah. Probably about that long, yeah. They're not that special, in my opinion.
What do we like so much about it, Brandy?
There's chips and salsa.
Yeah, their chips and salsa, which used to only be $2, are quite good. And they're bottomless, so you can get a refill if you want.
That's nice.
Yeah, so...
Although most
like-
Mexican restaurants will give that to you for $3.
Well, the Chili's
Yeah.
will give it to you for free, really. They have a...
That's true.
They
Through the
do all
app,
the
you can get a
time.
free one. But it's... Well, I mean, it's not really a Mexican restaurant. It's not a Mexican restaurant at all, so it's
I
like...
know.
just-
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like, a Mexican restaurant has that for free.
Yeah, but I would say their chips and salsa are better than a lot of Mexican restaurants. Like, their salsa is very good, isn't it, Brandy?
Yes, I love it.
They
So-
stole it from Applebee's.
Yeah, and it's not just Brandy. Like, I've known other people who are real into their chips and salsas, so that's one thing about them. But I mean, you can go there just for drinks or something and get get that or whatever. But I guess you also could go to a regular Mexican restaurant and not have to worry about buying the chips and salsa. A lot of Mexican I mean, like, salsa comes in many different types, right? And it's not all created equal. Like, some are sweeter than others, some are hotter than others, etc.
You kind of got to find places that you like it. But yeah, there's a lot of different styles.
Right on. Scrap Recycler. Let's see what this does. Oh, this is a shop where you can buy actual upgrades for the run. Because again, it's a roguelike, so they're not permanent. Max health +1. Basic attacks do more damage. Don't I already have that? Would it stack with the one I already have?
Probably.
Let's see. I'm afraid that it might not. But that's a good question. I just got a hiccup. Increases your speed. Do I want to be faster, or is this a good speed? Any opinion on my movement speed, Tyler?
Seemed fine to me.
Then we won't get that, but let's get the extra max health. Okay, and yes, it counted ×2. So yeah, then it'll probably do strong arm band +2. Let's find out. It did not do +2 on the strong arm band, guys.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You
that's
sure you had one?
Yeah, I did. So that sucks. Should I buy an extra health or just be happy with what I've got? I'm probably fine, right, if the boss isn't too hard. I like to think so. Well, Dark Oboe says his favorite... Dark Oboe, are you saying your Chili's was there or your favorite chips and salsa place? In a food court in a mall where he worked. Yo, Darker Player, we're glad you made it. Eternal Star, Herald of Hope. Yeah, we had a choice of bosses while you were gone, Tyler, and Galadrius picked this one.
Oh. He looks cool.
So, by the way, before we utterly move on from Double Dragon Gaiden, let me just remind you guys, I actually wrote a review of it that went up the same day that it came out, the game came out, which is very rare for me because I'm a slow writer and all that, and a slow player. So, anyway, please read the review. If somebody could share the review link. Oh my gosh, he's kicking my butt. But I think I have him on the ropes.
Is it in articles or whatever? Or do you have to go
Yeah,
get it?
is it somebody got it. Woo!
No,
I did
it's
it, I
not
beat the
in there.
boss.
Cook,
Without...
serve, delicious, and Disney's
Oh, no.
Illusional Island.
Oh, dang it. Okay, sorry. This is my fault for not telling Icky. It should be the 2 reviews that we want to promote. Because I wrote 2 reviews this week. Not just that one, Tyler, but also a PlayStation and Switch game called Ray's Arcade Chronology, which
Oh yeah,
Galadrius,
that's what it was.
yeah, Galadrius also. Oh, look, another strong arm band. Guess. Weird. That's so weird. This one now it says +2, but I definitely already had one, so I don't understand. Did I?
I don't think you had one.
Fine, maybe I didn't. I could swear that I did.
So should we
Yeah,
talk
I
about
don't know
Illusion
what's going
Island now, or?
Well, we wanted to share the link to the review, but everybody read that review. I'm very proud of it. Like, I don't think there's very many people alive who know more about Double Dragon than me. I consider myself an expert, and so it's a good review where you'll learn a lot about the series and all that. But anyway, yeah, Disney Illusion Island. What is that, Mr. Galadrius?
It is a up to 4 players. It is a hand-drawn Disney platforming adventure developed by Delilah Studios, who previously worked on the Battletoads reboot for Xbox One. Basically, Mickey and his friends are asked by these magical creatures to help them out with restoring the tomes of their library so that their world can return to peace. So you have to use Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Donald Duck and go through these worlds, dodging enemies. You can't bop on enemies. That's the one thing you can't do. You can't beat up enemies or anything. You have to dodge them completely. But it sets up some interesting platforming challenges as you activate switches, you collect items like keys and like collectible memorabilia. And it's actually really well designed. You know, I mean, the animation's beautiful, the backgrounds are nice and lively, the music's great to listen to, and the 4-player interaction is actually really cool. So
Yes, it has 3 different co-op moves, like specific moves for when you play co-op, which is tight. And I play with Brandykatz. Tyler, pick a boss out of these 3. 1, 2, or 3.
1.
1 it is.
But yeah, I mean, it's meant to be a game that's great for kids, but you can actually up the difficulty, and that increases like the number of enemies that are around and some of the challenges. So,
You can?
Yeah, there are 3 different difficulty settings.
Is that out already?
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah, it just came out on Friday.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, and thankfully, like, Disney didn't do the PR themselves. They got an external PR company, right? Because last time I tried to email Disney about a game they published, the Zombies Ate My Neighbors collection, they ignored us. But this one, they had an external PR company, and they reached out and offered a review code. So I said, heck yeah.
Fancy.
And
Yeah,
you know, the game is only like $40. You can get it physically, or you can get it like, you know, digitally. It's really cool.
Why is my health so low? Did it not replenish it at the end of the level?
I don't think you got HP. to
Whoa,
refill.
dang it. And then the one I just bought fell off because I didn't grab it in time. That's some BS. But whatever. That's okay.
But
It's
yeah.
a roguelike.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think Illusion Island kind of reminded me of like Rayman Legends, but
It looks like Rayman Legends. It doesn't actually play like it.
yeah, it's really cool though. I mean, they did a good job with it.
It is. The only... I would have been... The fact that it looks so much like Rayman in screenshots, I was like looking forward to maybe a clone of it, you know, like something that played just like Rayman. But instead, it's actually a Metroidvania. How does the Metroidvania stuff work? Can you tell us?
Basically, you go through a level. When you go through a stage, you can see like where you've been with this map. You can check it at any time and see where your next objective is. You can also unlock maps if you run into certain characters in the stage, and they'll open up the world for you. So, I mean, it's pretty cool from what I've seen.
Yeah, definitely a cool game.
Yeah, and you know, you'll have to. There's sometimes you can go to hidden areas. Sometimes you can pick up collectibles. Like I said, there's memorabilia. So it's really well done.
Yeah, a lot of interesting little things to collect. You'll collect like you know, newly drawn sprites of Steamboat, like Pete from Steamboat Willie and things like that. So fan service, in other words, but good stuff.
Yeah, but it's got great production value. It's really a lot of fun. I thought it would be something that was too much for the kids, but like I said, it has options there where you can actually challenge yourself if you're up to it.
The only thing I don't like about it as an adult is there is no combat. You just have to
Yeah.
avoid enemies.
That's right. Well, I think they did that on purpose. I mean, he can obviously bop on enemies if he wanted to, but I think they were trying to like go for the platforming aspect. I think that's what they wanted.
Yeah, it is deliberate, but I mean, like, the previous Illusion games, because you know this isn't the only Disney game with Illusion in the title, right?
Well, this isn't related to those.
It's not
called-
particularly, but they picked Illusion to evoke that. I'm pretty sure. But in the previous ones, Mickey threw apples at bad guys, and it's like that's not violent, and it's fitting with Mickey Mouse, So they could have still had some kind of combat, but they're like, no, there's not going to be combat, and that it's fine. It's just something you have to get used to.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, I really enjoyed the vibe that it delivers. I think they did a great job with it.
Yeah, and the writing is good. Like, the dialogue is funny.
Mm-hmm.
And the art style is based on modern Mickey Mouse cartoons that are on Disney Plus. I forget what they call his show, but it's a good style.
I think so too. So yeah,
I
there's
like
something here for everybody. Yeah,
Nice.
I mean, even Tyler might like it in a way.
Well, no,
I don't know. I don't know if I'd like the game. Jeez, actually like a game.
Well, you like Metroidvanias.
You wouldn't throw it away.
Is it actually a Metroidvania, or is it like Rogue Legacy 2, where only you think it's a Metroidvania?
It's a friggin' Metroidvania, you jerk.
Oh, okay. Is every level just going to be like platforms on air push pump things?
Why not?
Are the levels procedurally generated?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I think the worlds are pre-designed, but I mean, there's like unlockable stuff you could do.
In the sequel, 30XX, which again comes out later next week.
We're talking about Illusion, sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, no, that one is hand-designed levels. But no, yeah, in this, I can't tell if it randomly...
The two worlds look exactly the same, except for one has a red background and one has a blue background.
Well, so what? That's not bad. But,
yeah, it is.
I mean, it's not terrible. Ninja Sash. Okay, so now I did get extra run speed out of it. I was going to say, 30XX doesn't have levels that are just like this. Like, they are much more grounded and less moving platforms up in the air style. From what I've played of it, which is... Oh, crap, I'm going to die. Whoa, I didn't die. Thank you. Anyway, I've played about an hour of it, but... Oh, yeah, a copy of this game?
Yeah, they're giving it away for Steam.
Heck yeah. Yeah, that's what we had. We had some Steam codes. That's why we ended up doing this stream.
Nice.
Yeah, the developer is really nice. It's a small developer, like mostly one man. But
yeah, they
nice.
also work on Jamestown Plus, also, which is sort of like a top-down shooter, but it's really well done. They came out on Steam a while ago.
And PlayStation too, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's a good game as well.
Do you play that one, Tyler?
What one?
Jamestown.
I have played Jamestown. I almost beat it, and then I got stuck somewhere, and then... Because it's a co-op game, right?
Probably.
Yeah, but it's really well... It's a co-op themed shooter. You can play with two players.
Yeah, me and my friend were playing it, and we didn't quite beat it, and then we gave up for the night, and then we never got back to it.
No, Sperry liked it.
That happens.
Yeah, it's cool.
Go Sperry!
Jamestown Plus or something.
Yeah.
And there's Torquay. Good to see you, Torquay.
The developer's called Batterystaple, I believe.
Yeah, Batterystaple Games. We mentioned that at the start. Okay. Yeah, but also Firehose Games worked on this in some capacity. I'm not sure how. The Firehose Games just released a game called Tectonica on Xbox and Steam that I wrote a story about. Tectonica is this really cool sci-fi management game where you design a production line and mine resources. So it doesn't look like exactly my kind of game or anything, but I just like the visual style of it quite a lot.
Sounds interesting.
So it finally died, and by the way, I would not have died if it had refilled my life after beating that level. I'm surprised that it didn't. Runtime, 28 minutes. Lesson learned. But the future refused to change. Department of the inviolate nature of the one-wayedness of time. Is that so? I was slain by Arcor. So it looks like even the regular enemies have names. But you should show a picture of who slayed you, because you're not going to remember. Oh, that was an Arcor. Are you? I'm not going to.
Yeah, they should definitely show a picture.
We got these two scientists here. See, there's the faux Japanese art that I'm talking about. Like, fake Japanese art never looks good to me. Like, it always...
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But in the sequel, the art is improved. And also it has a different story. But it is a story that takes place in the future of this one, but it's a lot different.
Oh, yeah, there's another movie. there's another movie I saw this week too.
You saw a movie? Okay, and by the way,
Yeah, I saw a
between
movie.
runs, you have this hub world. Okay, tell us about it. Glory.
It's the
Deliverance.
Venture Brothers movie. Radiant is the blood of the baboon heart.
Nice. Tyler, have you ever seen Venture
Yeah.
Brothers?
No. Isn't that like an Adult Swim show that was like a
Yeah, it
cartoon
is.
from another show?
It is.
Yeah.
And the thing is this, it's like, instead of giving him a final season or whatever, they just gave him a final movie. So the movie's
All right.
like about an hour and a half long, and it follows the series, kind of wraps everything up pretty neatly. I won't get into it too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a good movie.
I've only seen a few episodes back in the day, but I quite enjoyed them. So it's something that I
Yeah.
should go back and watch someday. One interesting thing about Venture Brothers is like, even before Warner Brothers got bought out by Discovery, like they've always been bad at making the show. Like it takes them years and years to make one tiny little season, which I think is the creator's fault. It's not like Cartoon Network's fault.
Yeah, well, it was put together by Chris McCulloch and Doc Hammer, and they work really well on their scripts to make sure that they always stay interesting and fun, compared to like other shows running into the ground. So
Gotcha. So, yeah, I mean, if they're able to maintain the quality, then perhaps the long wait between seasons is mostly worthwhile. All right, I can do play or I
It's
can do
worth watching.
challenges. What are these
And they also-
challenges?
they also have a good voice cast too. Like it has celebrities like let's see, Patrick Warburton's back as Brock Sampson. Clancy Brown is in it as Red Death. They got J.K. Simmons playing a character. So yeah, I mean it's got a pretty full cast.
That sounds fun. By the way, this has a daily challenge and a weekly challenge, so we'll just go ahead and do the daily. Why not? So that's the Venture Brothers movie. Maybe I will watch it someday in the future.
You totally should.
All right. Tyler, what have you watched this week? Which doesn't include Barbie for some reason.
I didn't watch Barbie.
I know. What'd you watch then?
I watched. I don't think I really watched much.
Not even TV shows?
I played Rogue Legacy and Axiom Verge 2.
Oh, Rogue Legacy 2, that game you don't like
Yeah,
very
Rogue
much?
Legacy 2 and Axiom Verge 2.
Like,
I mean, I liked
this
it
game.
fine, but it's definitely not as like charming and enjoyable and groundbreaking as the original.
Well, of course it's going to be less groundbreaking. It has to just build on the previous one, but...
Yeah.
Okay, well, tell us... So we already know about Rogue Legacy 2. Tell us about Axiom Verge 2, because I don't know much about that one at all.
Yeah, it was in the same vein of Rogue Legacy. It was super disappointing and doesn't even come close to the original, which is actually quite a bit of fun. But it's a Metroidvania, but they got rid of all the cool guns, and it just has like some lame melee weapons now.
Really?
Yeah, so there's no guns at all.
Wow, that's weird.
It is weird. And the world's not as cool or as colorful, and the monsters aren't as cool, the creatures or aliens or whatever. It's just like a step down in basically every category.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. It was a real disappointment after how much I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, which comes from a one-man developer named Thomas Happ,
Yeah, the
whom
first
I
one was
interviewed in real life.
like a really cool,
Dang it.
love letter to Metroid and had a lot of Metroid flair. Maybe he was trying to get away from that. Like he didn't want it to feel too Metroid-y again, but yeah, it's not nearly as good.
What a shame.
But yeah, 1 is still great. I enjoy 1.
Oh my gosh, look
Maybe.
at this.
Maybe icky, maybe he ran out of ideas.
Yeah, or there was some kind of external problems that we don't know about.
Or you wanted to just try something new, and he didn't want to go back to the first game.
Yeah, maybe
Which- yeah,
it would have
which is
maybe it
what
would have been
Tyler said.
slightly more enjoyable if he wouldn't have called it Axiom Verge too. Maybe people's expectations would have been different. Mine anyway.
Yeah, because you don't want a ranged game to now just be a melee game. Like that's
Yeah.
a big change.
Yep.
How about the visual style? Tell us about that.
It's still got that I mean, the world and stuff are all right, and some of the creatures are
Oops.
okay, but like the humans are just blurs of pixels. Like there's not enough detail
Huh.
to see them. But that was the same issue with the first game.
Oh well, I thought the first game mostly looked quite good.
Yeah, it was okay. Well, it didn't have enough detail.
So, speaking of how I interviewed that guy before, guys, the there's a video. You know, I interviewed him in real life, and there's just a little outtake from my interview where like I praised Axiom Verge as one of the best games in the genre, and he just stared at me. And so, if you want to watch that, go to my YouTube channel and watch it. Cause
Who did that?
The developer, Thomas Howe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I just think that's really funny.
He didn't like the praise of it.
Yeah, like, I mean, he seemed a little like, you know, oh crap. Whoa, this is hard. I'm not going to be able to beat this challenge, am I? Look at this. Now I've got this huge swarm of bats after me.
Yeah, I
How
see
am
that.
supposed-
That's funny.
Oh, okay.
That
there
guy
we
saw
go.
the Transformers movie on
Oh,
E
Rise of
Plus. I don't
Beast.
even know which one that is. Paramount, I guess.
I don't think it's a real thing.
PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
It's on PlayStation Plus.
Okay, that
Wait.
that was not fun. That was hard and unpleasant. But anyway, yeah, extreme poverty detected. That's funny. I didn't have enough to buy health, so it called me poor. Extremely poor, not just poor. How'd you like it,
tell
Tech
us
Guy?
about New, yeah.
You saw it too, didn't you, Galadrius?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was pretty good.
Tyler doesn't like Transformers.
Not really. They were.
I mean, it was
They're
alright. It
just,
was
they're
better.
just a smidge before my time.
Dang it.
I think it was better than the Michael Bay movies. The Michael Bay movies didn't do much for me.
Better, but Bumblebee is so much better than Rise
Oh
of the
yeah,
Beast.
it is.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
Rise of the Beast is a poor follow-up to Bumblebee. Like, they learned almost nothing from it, except make the robots look a little better. Like, yeah, the robots they look fine. But, yeah. Okay, that was the daily challenge. It was too hard for me. Did not get a Steam achievement as far as I can tell. Why am I even doing that? I don't get real achievements in this, so who cares? Let's just do a regular run. Okay. We could play on hard, normal, or easy. In easy, you actually get 3 lives instead of 1, so...
Or
Did
they
I
can
get...
call them hard, normal, and easy. Reverent, normal, and defiant.
I'm just translating those into English. Start
It's
a
like
third
the-
run in a single game session. I got a Steam achievement for that.
Like the Starbucks sizes of video game difficulties.
Interesting. What does Starbucks call their sizes?
Vente and Grande and
Grande.
Grande, Super
Oh
Grande.
man, that's goofy.
no, it's a. What's the other one?
Largo?
No, it's the smallest one. Vente, Grande, and
Something.
Is it a... God, what did Ken call his house in the Barbie movie, Brandy? It was so funny, whatever he called it.
Something. Casa.
It was his Dojo Casa Loco. Is that what he called it? Something like Dojo
Yeah.
Casa Loco.
he adds one. That's a
Something
weird
does
name.
it, Coach. Yes.
Oh yeah, welcome IDS.
ADS. ADS1.
Oh, he's saying his name.
Yeah.
Interesting. Welcome to the stream. Have we met before? Oh crap, man. Okay, jump in this. Okay, I made it without getting hit. That's nice. I feel like we may have seen him before.
Didn't say it was his first comment ever.
Good. Yeah. So, crap. Let's talk a little about the Barbie movie, which unfortunately I'm the only one out of the 3 of us who has seen it, even though it is a super popular, well-loved
I saw
movie.
it.
Yeah, everyone who is not a misogynist basically seems to love this movie. Doesn't mean you're a misogynist if you don't like it, but definitely misogynists don't like it. And yeah, I still think you should see it when you can, Tyler. It'd still be good to us all to discuss someday. But the Barbie movie, directed by Greta Gerwig, a lady I'm not familiar with, but she seems to be a very smart person because the script is very smart and the direction is very good. Like, wow. The Barbie movie, honestly, is my favorite live action movie of the year so far. Like, it's my everything, everywhere, all at once of the year. Although, I mean, like, maybe it's not as
Oh,
good
it's
as
that bad, huh?
You jerk. I still don't get why you don't appreciate that movie, but
It's so
like,
pretentious and messy.
it is not pretentious.
It's so pretentious and messy.
You're wrong about
Which
everything you
movie?
just said. Everything, everywhere, all at
everywhere
once.
all at once.
I wasn't pretentious. You're just
I know. Yeah, no. Tyler. Well, here's the thing. Tyler will also like Barbie less than me because he just doesn't like sentimentality.
I don't like sentimentality.
Yeah, because I'm not joking when I say that. But, I
What-
mean,
what does he like?
I like Axiom Verge 1.
and
No,
he likes.
I mean in movies.
he likes for women to stomp on his crotch, but that's not important.
I like The Godfather. That's a good movie.
Oh, thank you for establishing that. Now, I'm
Yeah.
afraid Barbie isn't very much like The Godfather.
Not
So-
at all.
Yeah, surprisingly. But let's just give a little brief overview of the movie so people can understand what it is. Like, I went into this movie almost blind, other than knowing that everybody loves it. So, Brandy, would you like to describe the basic premise of the movie? You want to give it a shot?
Crossover between Barbie land and the real world. Basically, something's going wrong. They got to fix it.
That's true. In the simplest terms, there's a place called Barbie Land, which is like the land of imagination where Barbie and Ken and their other characters live. And yeah, something goes wrong with Barbie, specifically herself, and so she travels to the real world, and Ken tags along.
Doesn't she have like an existential crisis? Like she thinks she's gonna die or something, and that's when she talks to her friend.
Well, she's having dark thoughts, and so that's her existential crisis. And I don't want to, I don't know if it would be a spoiler to say why she's having existential thoughts, so we won't. But she's having those thoughts. And so, yeah, basically she gains some kind of, greater level of maturity than usual Barbie characters usually have, so she goes to the real world to try to figure out what's going on.
Okay, and how does this tie into Oppenheimer?
I don't know if there's much connection with that. But firstly, the beginning of the movie, where it's just what things are like in Barbie Land before there's any kind of crisis. It's fun. You see all kinds of different Barbies, each one played by a different actress, all kinds of different Kens, each one played by a different actor. Max health +1, or do I want a weapon? I should probably get the weapon this time and actually remember to use it. That's what I should do. So we'll try that. It's interesting that you get a choice of getting the boss's weapon or an upgrade. In 30XX, you just get an upgrade. You don't get you get their weapon. You don't get a choice.
If I recall correctly, Barbie's making a ton of money right now, which Warner Brothers needs because their DC movies aren't doing so hot.
Yeah, the movie is doing super well, and it's deserved. This is a Barbie movie that a guy who is not a misogynist can enjoy, like a grown-up can enjoy, even if you didn't grow up playing with Barbies. I didn't play with Barbies. I had a sister who played with Barbies. I've had a daughter who played with Barbies. But, I'm not into Barbies, but I enjoy it anyway because it just tells a really good story, and it's super well made.
I was about to say, because, the only people who seem to be criticizing it are guys that don't seem to understand how a Barbie movie works.
What would you mean about not understanding how a Barbie movie works?
There's this guy, Ben Shapiro. I mean, he's a jerk anyway.
He doesn't understand how women's bodies work.
He really doesn't. So he went on this 40-something minute rant on YouTube about what was wrong with Barbie and why it sucked. But of course, Ben Shapiro sucks, so we can't really take it too much.
He's a complete piece of trash.
He is. So but it just goes to show that people are wasting their time with stuff like that. It's like, why don't you just go and watch the movie? I'm not in a rush to see it, but I'll eventually see it.
Well,
It'll surprise you.
yeah, again, it's worth seeing. There's money things. Why am I not seeing Oppenheimer? Because I can only afford to see Barbie and Turtles, so that's why.
Well,
But it's worth seeing sooner because it's so good. It's a very well-made movie. I know it's
you actually didn't go to the sneak preview of Turtles earlier today.
Well, if I'd been invited, I would have gone. But we'll see it this week.
There you go.
Every other Turtles movie besides the two Michael Bay ones, which I deliberately did not see, but every other one I've seen on opening night. So I'll see this one on opening night if possible, if nothing comes up.
Just because you're a Seth Rogen fan, admit it.
I actually don't like Seth Rogen, Tyler. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that on stream before, but
He doesn't.
yeah, he's one of those guys who he will only do. Again, he takes voice acting roles and will only do his own
Yeah,
voice.
just does his voice, yeah.
Yeah, he's not a particularly good actor. He's an okay comedian. He's not terrible. He's okay. But it's not about that. Like I really like the animation style, other than the way April looks, because April has this weirdly shaped body that I dislike. It's not that she's black, but she's just the shape of her body. It's like, what's wrong with this art style? And Splinter also looks quite ugly. But
Splinter does look ugly.
yeah, he's hideous. Like, he looks like he came out of someone's butt. But of course, the Michael Bay movies also had a very ugly Splinter. Like, so ugly that you almost never saw him in any trailers or anything, because it would keep people from going to see the movie.
Plus, he was voiced by Monk.
Yeah, Tony Shalhoub.
Yeah,
for
he's a great
Splinter.
actor. He is, but it just
But
felt
bad
bad.
casting, yeah.
Jackie Chan is definitely going to be better for Splinter.
Yes, I agree. Jackie Chan is good casting. I just don't like the look of the character, but I will put that aside. He's not the main character. If all the turtles looked hideous, then I would not want to see it. Like, that's one reason why I didn't see the Michael Bay ones. But anyway, yeah, I do love Ninja Turtles, so I will see it for that reason. It's not because of any particular casting or anything, but it does look a bit like Spider-Verse, and the Spider-Verse movies are really good, so that's, it's not bad to be like Spider-Verse. Oh, look at that. Tyler, you actually like Seth Rogen. That's the kind of thing you could say on mic, Tyler. It's okay.
Oh, I was just letting you talk. I wasn't not going to say it. I was just chatting with the guys.
Oh,
Yeah, I like
okay.
Seth Rogen enough. Like, I'm not going to go crazy for him, but yeah, I like him in like Knocked Up and 40-Year-Old Virgin and Neighbors. So I like him.
I didn't like him in Neighbors, but
Yeah,
of
he's
course
funny.
in Neighbors he plays a
Neighbors
big
is
pot.
funny.
Well, I mean, what I don't like about Neighbors is like, I just don't like pothead humor, and so
Oh,
his character is
well,
a
that's
big
mostly
pothead
what.
in Neighbors.
Yeah, that's mostly what he does.
Yeah, so that's one reason why I'm not so fond of him.
Yeah, but I mean, there's more to Neighbors than that. There's more to Knocked Up than that.
That's true. Like, I didn't hate
not-
Neighbors.
Yeah, there's not really a lot more to some of the other movies that
The
he's
heck
in
is
like
that?
that.
This cat just moved this weird red box, and I don't know what to
Yeah,
do
he
about
pooped
it.
out the box.
What do like, I'm pushing B on it and nothing happens. Anybody has played this know what's going on with that?
Maybe you have to be 0, that's why it's red.
Oh wait, I can shoot it. My bad. I could shoot it. I see. Yeah, that was a good guess too, though, Tyler.
Thanks.
Ah, items. This level is actually giving me health and stuff. Why wouldn't that one level that I reached? Oh, because it was the third level, probably. No darker player because that's very silly. Yeah. It is okay to like bad things. To me, the only thing that's not okay about liking bad things is when you don't know what's wrong with the things. Like,
Yeah.
we have, like, what?
Like, say, for instance, the Double Dragon movie.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Like, you can like it even knowing it's a bad movie.
It's a bad movie, but I enjoy a bad movie.
Yeah, if you did not know that it was bad, then you would be kind of a bad movie watcher. So, yeah, I understand what you mean. Ah, crap, man. I'm getting my butt kicked trying to get to this box, but I'm still going to try to get to it. And we have a few people, like one of our good stream friends, doesn't seem to know what makes a story good or bad or whatever, and that, it's okay. I just think it's better to learn that kind of stuff, like learn how stories are supposed to connect and all that kind of thing, how characters are supposed to work, whatever.
Right.
But I don't want to criticize our friends, because we love our friends, even when they're named Tyler
Yeah.
and don't know how stories work. Just
I
kidding,
know how
Tyler.
stories work.
I know, I'm just kidding.
That's why I hate movies.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Well. So we talked about Disney. But anyway, guys, like I said, go see that Barbie movie. You shouldn't wait forever. But also, it has a couple of songs and dances in it, not a ton, but the ones that it has, I thought were really fun. What'd you think, Brandy?
They're alright.
Man, there's a Ken specific dance at the end. I was just like, wow, like just something about the style of it. It just really appeals to me. And right at first, at the start of the movie, I was like, this is a little too green screeny, a little too. It's not super green screeny. Like, I think there's real sets, but the very back, farthest away parts are green screen. But no, it was good. Health pickup smite grant armor. Oh, that sounds interesting. I guess I'll get that.
I said I'm a very big musical fan,
Yeah.
So it
Oh, yeah,
was
you
a
did-
little weak to me.
You didn't like La La Land either. So.
I did no.
Which I have not
detested
seen,
that
but I
movie.
know that people do like La La Land, so
detested
maybe it's
that
the
movie.
gauze. Do you not like the gauze? Is that it?
I know.
The
It's
goose,
just-
however you want to refer to him.
Everyone loves the gauze.
I know. How could you not?
Yeah, he's
I
so
don't
handsome.
know.
But yeah, she doesn't seem to.
What?
He's good in this. By the way, Ken
he's
is a
good
bit
in
of
everything.
he's a bit of an antagonist in parts of this movie. And
woke. Woke.
well, but what I would say about that is, like, even though he is a bit of an antagonist, like, even though he and Barbie are occasionally at odds, you understand his side of things. Like, I felt sympathy for him, even though he was not right, you know?
Yeah, that makes good storytelling when there's nuances of gray instead of just a black and white, good and bad.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's something to look forward to about it. I
That's
would
why
say.
X-Men 2 is good.
Oh, that's true. X-Men 2 is good. Power still slightly more damage. I never remember to use my alternate guns. I gotta remember to use them sometime. Oh, he's an antagonist in Toy Story 3 as well, Dark Hobo says. Man, I haven't seen that in so long that I forgot. Even though I liked it. Yeah, Toy Story 3.
Oh. It's been forever. I just remember Lotso.
Shoots mostly
What is that,
straight,
Lotso?
super fast. Do I want to upgrade my regular gun, or do I want to get another special weapon? I'm not good at using my special weapon. What's your call, Tyler?
Upgrade gun.
Do get the gray gun?
Upgrade gun.
Oh, upgrade gun. Okay. There we go. We'll do that. Okay, so I definitely have an armband now.
Yeah.
So that's the last we have to say about Barbie. But once again, I do recommend you see it. Like, the reason why it's doing so well is because it is a movie that will appeal to a lot of different people, and not just people who played with Barbies.
And if you need an alternative suggestion, I think Oppenheimer is fantastic. It's a bit slow and talky, so Tyler may not like it, but I think it is very well done.
He
and has great performances.
Sounds
may
slow
like it
and
better.
talky to me.
I think you may like it better than Barbie because Barbie's
Maybe.
more emotional, but I don't know. Death Lotus. We'll do Death Lotus this time.
I
I'm gonna
would
pick.
love to see Oppenheimer actually.
I mean, it's really well done. I mean, the thing is, it's about 3 hours long, so there's a lot to it, but I mean, it's really in depth, and I'm telling you, like, the performances are outstanding. It's got like Robert Downey Jr.'s in it. You got Cillian Murphy. Is that how you
Cillian
say his
Murphy.
name?
I don't know how to
Cillian
say his
Murphy.
name.
Yeah, I don't know
Good.
which either.
He's Scarecrow.
I think it's Cillian. I think
That's
it's
true.
Cillian Murphy,
And he's the
then-
main guy from 28 Days Later.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's in what's that weird name show on Netflix about the Irish mob or whatever?
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, Peaky Blinders.
Oh.
He's really
I
well
watched
done.
the first
He's-
season of that.
Yeah, but I think the movie is just fantastic. I mean, I'd watch it again. I mean, it has really great job in terms of the like the explosion effects.
Nice.
So yeah,
well,
I
yeah,
mean,
of course.
I see it in IMAX. IMAX is just something built for something like this. But that's just me.
I'd like to see it, but I just don't see.
I'm sure it'll be in, like,
I will not
home
be able
release
to
in, like,
afford to take
September or
us to see
something.
it.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
be
no,
like
it-
streaming soon.
Well,
True.
I know you're buying your Guardians of the Galaxy Steelbook for Tuesday. That's fun.
Yeah, although I'm buying it on credit, but I should stop running my credit down. By the way, in this game, you can use the right analog stick to scroll around to look at what's up ahead. So I could have used that, and that part I was having trouble knowing where those platforms were coming down. I should have used that, but now I know.
Touch.
And Darker Player asked, is Mattel a bad guy in the Barbie movie? The answer is
really.
they're sort of good and bad. Like, it's sort of like Ken, where they're on her side part of the time and not on her side at other times. However, it's a movie that sort of makes them look good. Oh, you can have different helmets. You can only have one helmet. You can't wear them both. So that's an interesting mechanic. 50% of powers cast free. Yeah, no, I don't actually care about that. I barely use my powers. Okay, now we know. Anyway, Mattel has said that they want to make more movies about their toys, and I think they should make more movies about their toys that are good. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, especially if they can get... I mean, the reason Barbie is so good is because it was written and directed by Greta Gerwig, who appears to be something of a genius. So, like, one thought I had after this is, like, is Mattel the company that makes He-Man? Does anyone know? Masters of the Universe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think they are. So, like, the Masters of the Universe movie that got made is
Yeah.
unfortunately not that good. Although I still like it, but it's sort of in a good, bad way.
It just shut down a $30 million one.
Oh no, that's the Netflix one. That's the new one.
Yeah, the live
Yeah.
action one.
We're talking
Shut-
about the Dolph Lundgren Franklin
Oh,
Yeah.
Popularity Fest.
Yeah,
Except
the
for
one,
the 80s.
like I said, the one that got made is not that good. At least it isn't what people wanted. Like it's good enough if you can separate what it is from
Yeah.
what a
Yeah, but
movie
isn't
should-
it old?
Yeah,
It
and
is
it's old.
from the 80s. And
Yeah.
Frank
Yeah.
Langella is amazing as Skeletor. I'll hear nothing further.
Yeah, no, he's great for that. Although Brandy somehow, when she saw it as a younger person, did not like his mask, and it's like his face looks great. It's not green like it should be, but otherwise it looks great.
I think they did a good job considering the budget at hand. They didn't have much.
Yeah,
of
it was a low budget movie. But anyway, just like if that movie had been made by somebody as smart and talented and well funded as the Barbie movie, like wow, it would have been a whole different story. Because like this movie's going to get a sequel for sure. There's no way they don't make a sequel to that.
But they're already working on Barbie 2. They already said.
Yeah, so exactly. I like that.
But Masters of the Universe would be great if somebody else gave it a try. Because right now, like it's the Netflix movie is not moving forward, but apparently the animated series is still going strong. I guess.
The animated
But-
series that everyone hates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated it. I mean, like I liked bits of it, but I did not like how they killed He-Man twice in 5 episodes. Like, I'm not watching a He-Man show to watch He-Man die that much. If you didn't like He-Man, though, it might be just a show for you.
Yeah. So if you're a fan of Tila, tune in.
That's true, because it is a show about Tila. Which,
Tila?
it's just a secondary character,
Yeah.
who for some reason is the main character, because whoever made the show doesn't like
Or
He-Man himself.
She-Ra. Maybe She-Ra. She-Ra.
Yeah, the She-Ra show
I've
is...
heard of She-Ra, but I never heard of Tila.
Oh,
Tila's
yeah.
Man-at-Arms' daughter.
Yeah, she was the main
Oh.
female character of the original He-Man cartoon.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh,
I
I don't
thought She-Ra
see
was.
No, because She-Ra's a spin-off, so she and
Oh,
He-Man
okay.
barely ever
I
even
see.
met.
I
No
see.
Time for Games is one to get code.
Yo, way to go! No time for games.
And also,
All right.
someone else.
All right, and by the way, Galadrius, thanks for donating that Super Bomberman R code
No
for us
worries.
to give away. Okay, we'll go that way first.
Well, the sequel's coming out in September, so, get some people hyped for that.
That's true, and I reviewed the
There's
first
another
game at
Bomberman
Quantimus.
coming out.
Yes, Super Bomberman R.
Super Duper
2.
Bomberman R.
Well, ours is
Just-
a free-to-play one. I think that
Super
was-
Bomberman S.
Super Bomberman Online is the free play.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, R. Yeah.
Which we actually did a stream of once. back
Yeah, I
when
remember.
Konami
I thought
hooked
that
us
was
up.
R, though. I thought that was like R online.
It may have been R Online, but just regular R is a regular. It was a
that
launch
like
game
a
for the
Switch
Switch.
game.
it
So
was
what's
a-
the new one called? R2? R2D2?
R2.
There you go, Tyler. How'd you know?
Yeah, George Lucas is going to be mad.
What the heck does
GG.
the R mean? Why is it called R?
It just
Maybe like
and
redo
Mongbox-
or reboot.
Yeah,
Oh,
these
Mongbox,
games are
way to
weird.
go! Mongbox's daughter has been in a Wizard of Oz play recently. Like, is in a Wizard of Oz play. That's so cool. If she was local, we'd totally go see that.
Who'd you play? Dorothy?
She the
or
Scarecrow?
The witch?
I think she's. I could be wrong. I think she's a
Munchkin?
Yeah, I think she's a Munchkin. Could be wrong.
My daughter.
Let us know,
Oh,
Mongbox.
she represents the Lollipop Guild?
There you go. Oh yeah, Brandy, tell us about your daughter's play.
Yeah, she was in a kind
Oh,
of
look, we
fairy
gotta-
tale thing. She was the big bad wolf.
Look what we got here, Tyler.
Ooh, Big Bad Wolf. Cool.
Yeah. Lead ensemble.
Thingy.
Token,
What are they
yeah,
called?
let's. Oh, but I don't have a
Slot
token. That's so lame. Yeah, it's a slot machine. I don't have the token, the currency for it.
Oh,
You really are broke.
No choke. All right.
Kick 'em out of the
Increases your
casino.
speed, basic attacks, deal more damage, and max health. Definitely max health every time. See, I feel like there's nothing really wrong with your default speed, so I'm not going to spend bits on that. But I could buy some more health, which I need to do, so... So we're not talking about 20XX very much, but this is actually a really fun game. Like,
is.
doesn't it look fun to you guys?
Yeah, it looks good. I don't know
I
about the
played
rogue
it.
elements, but it seems cool.
Yeah, and if you want it to be less roguelike, you could play on easy, and then you get multiple lives at least.
I'm
But-
just like, what? I don't know that the
Yeah.
rogue. I would have maybe, if I was making it, just made it like a regular game.
It's only like $18 right now on Switch.
Yeah, 18. I mean, it's 18 on everything. Like, it's on all the platforms, and that's the regular price for it. But yeah, to me, I like a roguelike thing. And by the way, Double Dragon Gaiden we thought was going to be a roguelike, but it has like a couple of roguelike elements, but it's totally not actually a roguelike. Like, it's not hard and by default unless you turn up the difficulty. And
These bosses seem easy.
yeah, this one is not bad. Although, what am I supposed to be shooting at?
The
The main
head of the
plant
big
that pops
flower.
Okay. Before it shoots out his things, is that it? Yeah, I just beat it. But we're early on. Like, that third level I played was hard, right? And then I died on it, so that boss...
How many
might have
levels
been-
are there? If it's a roguelike, it can't be that long, I hope.
That's true. I hope not, too. But that's a good question, because I don't know how many levels. Alright, and now I can get Mortar, or upgrade my regular health, or Mortar or health upgrade.
I
More.
mean, aren't we almost done?
Yeah, but can't we keep going until I die? Can we do that?
How long can you go till you die?
I don't know, Tyler.
Yeah,
Well,
I got
try to
things
die.
tonight. Come on, then.
It's a roguelike, so I got max health. Maybe I should have got the mortar. But anyway, it's a
Dark
roguelike,
player
so
needs to
it will
count,
get.
so you need to die soon.
That's true. I've only died once so far. Okay, let's go
Yeah.
do this rollster level. Yes, obviously Capcom should make more Mega Man games. Will they? Probably not. We have this modern thing where the big publishers, who have a lot of great classic games in their library, are only interested in making big AAA games that can sell 1 million copies. Like, so unfortunately, Capcom does do a little downloadable game every now and then. They did Mega Man 11 100 years ago.
But they're
for
actually
instance.
not. They're actually one of the better ones compared to some of them that have no desire to do that.
Yes, that's true. But I feel every one of those publishers should have a few smaller downloadable games come out every year. Like, they should be using their classic franchises. And if they were to keep those classic franchises alive, they might even be able to do a big AAA one of them eventually. But if you make it to where only old people remember those and care about those franchises, then of course you can't do one that's going to sell over 1 million units. So to me, that's the big thing that all these companies get wrong, including Microsoft. Like, Microsoft did that downloadable Battletoads, but they barely do any small downloadable games like that. And EA, almost none, right? And so that's an unfortunate aspect of the industry. It's because they're all run by big shareholders and stuff. So they're like, if this game won't make us $1 billion, we don't want to release it. And it's like, well, just you can manage the budget of the game with how much it could possibly make, and make smaller games that will still be profitable.
Yep.
But what do we know? We're just consumers and critics, but still, I guess all
Spend the money.
that's true. Basic attacks do more damage. Powers deal more damage. Okay, we'll do these two. All right, having a good time. Tyler, have you been up to anything else this week besides those games you played? Oh crap!
Not too much. Monday was a holiday here, so I got Monday off. That was nice.
Oh, was it like St. Joseph Smith's Day or something?
That'd be cool, kind of. Saint Joseph Smith. It's called Pioneer Day. Much, not much better.
Oh crap! There's shots everywhere. I can't dodge all
It's
this.
like a Mormon celebration day, but free day off, so I'll take it.
Yeah, that's not bad. Man, I'm getting shot at from like everywhere. So this is an example of how the game gets harder after a while.
Just go through it. What's even the point of killing them? Well, I guess you do get a couple nuts and bolts sometimes.
Yeah, like for instance, killing that one right there dropped the soul chips that you need to buy permanent upgrades.
Oh, okay. So there's a reason to fight them.
Yeah, and it's random whether
'cause,
an
like
enemy
that's
drops that or
another
not.
thing with Axiom Verge is like there's no reason to not just run past enemies because there's no RPG mechanic. There's no drops besides health.
Ah, wow, yeah. Yeah, I guess that was true of part 1 too, wasn't it?
Probably.
this. Okay, I'm just going to move on. Dodging those fireballs just to be able to use the health machine is annoying. Okay. We'll go up here. Let's ask our audience some stuff, guys. The kids who stuck around. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is not fair. Like, how am I supposed to get past that? I have nothing to...
Dark Oboe liked Hi-Fi Rush. Is that Xbox game?
Oh yeah, and PC.
Oh.
From Bethesda, wasn't it Bethesda? And it was a surprise release, which is really cool. That's more of a Sony thing to do, the surprise releases.
Yeah.
So
Like,
if they could...
Oh no, I was thinking that. No, there was another game. Isn't there like a Justin Roiland game that came out that people still like, even though that guy's
High
weird?
on Life.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
but-
one. That's what I'm getting confused. Hi-Fi Rush, High on Life.
Yeah, but that was not actually a surprise release.
Right, but
had
it was
been
popular,
announced.
wasn't it?
Oh yeah, very popular.
Came out for PS4 and PS5.
But I think it came out right
Right.
before he became toxic.
Ah.
Well,
My students want me to play that game so bad.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who don't read entertainment news, and so they wouldn't know what a douche he is, you know? Oh, interesting.
Oh, I know what it is, and I was like, even if I played it and liked it, I couldn't discuss it with you.
well, I think the
This
whole
is too
thing
crass.
is like, there's just a lot of him. Like, there's a lot of him. He plays like most of the characters in the game, so it's kind of unavoidable.
Yeah, he was a good voice actor for, you know, all the other things about him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a very good person, apparently. Like,
Doesn't sound like
nobody
it.
likes working with him. Look at that, I replaced my regular gun with a 4-way shot, and there doesn't seem to be any disadvantage that I can tell.
Maybe it's a little weaker, but I don't know.
Maybe you have limited shots.
I mean, you can still charge it up and everything, so it's just a cool upgrade so far. And I'm having a blast. This is one, you know, like I did this stream for tonight because of 30XX coming out next week, but I wanted to know what this game was like, so when I review 30XX, I can compare them, and now I can.
Yeah, someone mentioned before that it should have been called 20XXX.
That would be funny. But it's set 1,000 years after this one,
Oh.
so it makes sense in a way. Alright, let's go see what the scrap recycler has. But oh, look at that, it hasn't been refreshed. It only has... You have to buy out the shop before it gets new things? That's lame.
That would be weird.
Yeah, and I don't want that. I just want health, so I'm just
I'll
going to
buy
buy
it.
health. Buy it? Oh, because you want me to die soon. Fine, I bought
No.
it.
What would you spending 12 nuts on a potato have to do with anything?
Because that's the same currency you use to refill your health. to buy
Oh.
health.
Sucker.
I was just trying to make you happy, Tyler. Dark Oboe did like
That's
Hi-Fi
impossible.
Rush.
You can't do that. You'll never be happy.
Can't make me happy.
Oh yeah, let's talk about something you like, Tyler. Let's have a good thing of the week. Rollster Beta.
That movie, Crazy
Not-
Stupid Love, it has Ryan Gosling in it, and it's funny.
And Steve
Oh,
Carell.
how about that, Brandy?
And
So
Steve
Brandy doesn't
Carell.
like it. Oh,
Huh?
It's not that I don't like him.
Well,
she claims
No.
to
Oh,
like it.
because she doesn't like the gauze.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta love
No,
the
no.
gauze.
Tell me that. Where did this
Oh,
come
by the way-
Because
from?
you didn't like La La Land, and you didn't like his song in Barbie.
I didn't like
or
the
his
other
dance
I
guys.
didn't
scene.
That
say
one
I
was
didn't like
boring.
his song. I said it was not as.
Really? The other guys?
Wasn't that what it's called? With the gauze?
No, was it? You're thinking of the Nice Guys or something, right?
Yeah, maybe Nice Guys, yeah.
Because the other guys is Will Ferrell and Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I didn't really like that one that much either.
I like it okay, although it's not perfect.
Kind of
but
stupid.
Oh, I gotta
yeah,
talk about
kind of
this.
stupid.
I gotta talk about this real quick. Natsume is making Shadow the Ninja again. They're doing a remake
Really?
for Nintendo Switch in
Oh, I didn't know that.
2024. It's a great game. I love that game on the NES, so the remake will be good.
Is
Anyway,
Ryan
just
Gosling
here-
in it?
Yes, he's completely totally in it.
Sweet,
Heck
then
yeah.
I'm in.
He plays the ninja.
Yeah, he plays Ken the Ninja.
I love it.
It's Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling was in a movie where he was in love with a dummy.
Yep.
What was that
and
one
it
called?
was you.
I wish.
Lars and the Real Girl.
Lars and the Real Women or something like that.
Oh,
The Real
I haven't
Girl.
heard of that.
The Real Girl.
Real Girls. Or Girl, yeah.
And he was also in the Blade Runner sequel. And,
He was.
the Notebook.
Dude, we need to. Yeah, we need to
Notebook.
watch
I don't
that.
like the Notebook.
Oh my God! Go to Google and
I
look up
do,
Ryan
so
Gosling.
there.
It actually sparkles. This is
It does the pink thing still. Yeah, I
Yeah,
did that the
it
other day
does.
with Margot Robbie because someone told me she was Australian. I was like, no, she's not Australian. And then I
Apparently,
Googled
she
it.
is.
Yeah, she is.
Did you guys see the cinematic right there? Like these scientists were acting like they were gonna kill me, and then they didn't because I didn't die. You know, so
It was nice.
yeah, a little bit of a sense of humor here.
Let's see what now. I gotta
So,
Margot Robbie and see if it does
dang
the
it.
same thing.
Should well.
And it did.
So I mean, she's great as Harley Quinn, and she is great as Barbie.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
Yep.
Yeah, so I wonder.
I'm very impressed with her.
Nice. Yeah, like she's good casting for Barbie. They make a little joke about her casting in the movie itself. You know, a little meta joke, but she is great casting for sure. Okay, my health is pretty low, so I'm gonna die
Yeah,
this
she's
level after a
so
while.
good. I mean, she's good.
You mean like good-hearted or just talented?
She's a good actress. She pulls off crazy, smart.
Crap.
You know what? She actually did a movie once where she played Tonya Harding.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in that?
Tanya.
It's called I, Tonya. Yeah, and she was
Yeah,
in the
I
Tarzan
heard it's pretty
movie,
good.
too.
He's
Tarzan?
in Wolf of Wall Street. It's not very good though. I mean,
No,
it's
no,
okay, but
The
it's not my
Legend of
favorite.
Tarzan. What are you talking
Some people really like that one, but yeah, it didn't appeal to me.
Yeah,
either.
it's way too much. It's way
And
too
then,
much.
what was the Tarantino one she was in? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, I
Oh.
didn't see that.
Neither
That was
did
a good
I.
one. I liked it.
Yeah,
I was
I
a
haven't
little
seen a
sour.
good I haven't seen a good Tarantino movie in a long time. Yeah.
Well, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is apparently kind of douchey to Bruce Lee, you know, and so like
Yeah.
Bruce Lee fans and his family do not like how he is portrayed in that movie, and I'm a Bruce Lee fan, so
Oh.
I mean, it's not that I would never watch it, but it kept me from like rushing out to go see it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. But I didn't really like Django Unchained.
Man,
Yeah. Oh, I like Inglourious Bastards. That's really good. That's the last good Tarantino movie I've seen.
that is really
I liked
good.
Inglourious Bastards a lot.
Yeah, that one's good.
That's good.
More
Brandybelt.
than I should.
Man, I missed the deal on that Steelbook. Like Galadrius shared a deal with us on the 4K Steelbook, and I missed out on it, and that was completely
How
my
could
bad.
you do that?
Because it sold out really fast. I was going to come back to it later when, like, from my computer, because I read your message on my phone, you know, but it had sold out by the time I went back to it, unfortunately. That's the problem. Like, computers are so much more comfortable and effective for doing a lot of online things, you know?
Yep. I don't know how so many people can operate on their phones, like young people and stuff. I'm always impressed by that.
I think it's mainly just that they don't know better, you know, so they're happy
Yeah.
with it how it is because they've never experienced
Yeah, because like
much-
shopping on a phone is miserable.
Yes, so
Um,
much worse.
Yeah.
And
I've-
there was, guys, died on the
Almost
5th
always
level.
on my phone.
Browsing
Yeah.
and scrolling stuff is fine, but once you need to start anything that involves an input of any kind, or even wanting to look at more than like one thing on your screen at a time,
Yes,
you
yes,
got to
like
get
that.
to another device. You got to get to a computer.
Agreed. So that was it, guys. We have just completed another run. Let's see how much. I got 30 of the currencies, so what can I buy? Starting HP permanently becomes 12. Definitely getting that. Max health plus 1. Definitely. Oh, those are net. Oh, these
Those are
ones on the
next
right are
runs,
only
not
next run.
permanent.
Wow. So yeah. Okay. So I should be more
Gotta do
focused on the.
permanent first.
Yeah, you're right. And look, item unlocks.
That must be in game one, so they start showing up in the
Yeah. So interesting. So there's fun, different stuff to
multiple
spend your
stuff.
money on.
Does look cool. Maybe I should download it, give it a shot.
I think you should.
I'm
But one
playing
thing-
Val Paris right now. So
Oh, neat. How is that?
I just started it, but it seems really good.
Neat. And that's a run
Everything
and gun
that
shooter.
Axiom Verge 2 is not, so it has guns. So that's really the main thing that appealed to me.
But it's not quite the same genre. Actually,
No,
Verge
it's
2
not
is a Metroidvania.
Yeah, it's not. I thought it was, but it's not at all.
So, one thing we didn't talk about, this game supports 2-player online co-op and
Ooh,
30xx. I don't know if it has local or not. Wait, actually it does on consoles for sure. So anyway, yeah, you can play with a friend and have even more fun. The original Mega Man games are not co-op except for the arcade games, which barely count. So everybody, we've been playing 20XX from Batterystaple Games. We were playing it on Steam, but it is available on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. It sells for $18. This was a very fun take on Mega Man X. If you like Mega Man X, you got to get this game. Like, how could you not? But there's a sequel, a brand new sequel, 30XX, which has been in Steam Early Access, and it is fully launching on Steam and Switch this coming week. Then it will eventually, we think, come to Xbox and PlayStation, but not yet. So yeah, if you're an Xbox and PlayStation guy, then play 20XX while you wait for it to get ported. But wow, very, very fun game. My only complaint at all is, again, that some of the art is not that great, but 30XX improves on that. So there you go. So Tyler, thanks a lot for co-hosting as always.
Yep, happy to be here.
And Galadrius, thanks for joining when you got here.
Sure, no problem.
Brandybell, thanks for helping out with our Barbie discussion.
Always, baby.
Icky, thank you for running the contest. Big thanks also to our subscribers, Jono, who has subscribed for over 5 years, an incredible amount of time. We're coming up close on our 9-year anniversary, which is insane. And I'm glad we have such good friends. Some people who've been here the whole time, like Tyler, which is so nice. And probably Jono too. But anyway, thanks to all our subscribers. Thanks to our viewers for hanging out with us. We love seeing and talking to you guys. Saturday Game School takes place every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We always stream a different game and give out cool prizes. So we look forward to hanging out with you next week when we do that again. We love you, and remember, don't hate, appreciate.
See you guys.
Peace and chicken grease.
Bye.
That ought to hold the little SOBs.
You're all Barbie girls living in a Barbie world.
Definitely. Mongbok says she loves it. Oh, there's Tartaluke. Nice to see you, Tartaluke. We don't see you too often. Yes. Oh, yeah, and by the way, that's something we didn't talk about. Did you know that Mattel sued the band Aqua that made that Barbie Girl song back in the 90s?
Really?
Yeah, not now, but back in the 90s, they sued them, right? And Aqua actually won the lawsuit, which is nice.
I'm glad.
Yeah, but as a result of that, the Barbie Girl song is not in the movie. However, it does have a song that uses samples from the Barbie Girl song. So they got around it by finding a song like that.
And they were playing it in the lobby of the theater because Mackenzie was like, they're playing the Barbie Girl song.